Did you know? Britain once built part of its empire by selling human beings? Not hundreds, not thousands, but millions. And it all started with ships. The departure. In the 1600s, ships left the ports of Liverpool and Bristol. They carried guns, cloth, and metal goods. But they weren't going to trade for spices. They were going to trade for people. This system became known as the transatlantic slave trade, a triangle across the ocean: Europe, Africa, the Americas. The capture. On the west coast of Africa, villages were attacked. Families were separated. Men, women, and children were captured and marched to the coast. European traders waited. British ships anchored offshore. Human beings were inspected, priced, and sold. That was the beginning of the Middle Passage, the forced journey across the Atlantic, across the ocean. The ships sailed toward British colonies like Jamaica and Barbados. The journey was long and cruel. Many did not survive, but the ships kept coming, year after year, for over 200 years. Historians estimate Britain transported more than 3 million Africans across the Atlantic. 3 million lives changed forever. Sugar and wealth. In the Caribbean, enslaved Africans were forced to work on sugar plantations. Sugar became Britain's white gold. It sweetened tea in London homes. It filled British banks. It helped build cities. The wealth flowed back into Britain, into businesses, buildings, and ports. Meanwhile, the people who produced it had no freedom. Resistance. But enslaved Africans resisted. There were uprisings. There were revolts at sea. In Jamaica, escaped slaves formed communities known as the Maroons and fought British forces for years. Back in Britain, voices began to rise. One formerly enslaved man, Lotta Equian, wrote about his experience. His book shocked readers. Campaigners like William Wilberforce pushed Parliament to act. In 1807, Britain banned the slave trade. In 1833, slavery was abolished in British colonies. But freedom did not erase the damage. The legacy. Families had been broken. Cultures had been scattered across continents. And the wealth built from slavery shaped Britain's rise as a global power. This history is complex. It is painful, but it is important. Because behind every statistic was a human life.